everyone. How is everybody doing? Today I decided to make this video to explain a little bit about, well, I think most people have a little bit of information about what the carnivore diet is. But I wanted to talk a little bit about what it is a little bit more, maybe just say the same things that a lot of other people have said, but anyways, and also if it's for everybody according to my ideas and my thoughts and my experience. Just wanted to remind you that I'm not a physician, a doctor, not yet. I'm working on it, but yeah, I'm not certified on any of that yet. Just sharing experience and opinions, and well, asking if anybody has anything to share. Also, please feel welcome to do so. So what is it? Is like the word says carnivore. It comes from the root of the Latin carne, which is meat in Spanish. And so it's basically, yeah, it's meat, and it can be any kind of meat. Some people go to different degrees or levels of the carnivore diet, but it's anything pretty much that comes from an animal. So it's all based on animal products. And in other videos, we're going to talk about why we would want to do that. Why would you want to eliminate plants and carbs and other things from your diet, and why just focus on animal-based products. But we'll talk about that another time. But anyway, so it can be from, butter, lard, all those things are good for you. Those are good fats, and good fats that come from animal sources are good for you. In spite of what we have been taught, that they're bad, they're not. And well, all of this is not just stubbornness, is science-based knowledge. And like I said before, also, I'm going to share some information and references to this in future videos once we get more into in depth into those topics. But anyways, basically what it is then is animal product, and is dairy, butter, meat, from any sources, seafood, chicken, pork, lamb, wild game, beef, all of that. And then yeah, butter, cream, cheese, and yeah, and then you can apply variety on that. And some people just eat red meat and water only. Some people eat organ meat, some people do not eat organ meats. Some people rather have a variety, like from seafood to beef and lamb. And so it all depends on what your goals are, what your deficiencies might be also that you need to correct, and what your budget is also, because it's true that there are some meats that are more expensive than others, and so on and so forth, right? But if it comes from an animal, pretty much good for you. And also other people, and what I do a lot is bone soup. So every time we cook chicken or beef or whatever other kind of meat that has bones in it, I put it in the freezer, and then I put it in a crock pot and just put it on low and cook it there. And it cooks and cooks and cooks, and some water. When it's ready, we use the broth and with salt, and it's delicious, and it's so good for you because it's got many nutrients. I don't know, I want to say all of them because I don't really know, but I know that it's got a lot, and it's got collagen and other important things for our skin, our hair, our nails, all of that. And it's just a way of utilizing the whole animal as well. And then the bone becomes so soft that you can just feed it to your dogs if you have dogs, and there's no danger of, like with the chicken bones, of getting into trouble. Anyways, and then if I think from my point of view that is for everybody, it depends. No, because there's people that first you gotta be, I think, mentally ready and prepared and willing to do the changes that it takes. And for a lot of people, it's very restrictive and it can be really stressful. So maybe going through a transition will be easier and better, and eventually they can adapt that lifestyle of eating. And also, for example, for children, I don't think it will hurt them if they do it, but we don't need to like push it on children or push it on anybody. I think this is a diet that will work for anybody willing to do it. And that's it. Anybody who is willing to go through the changes and through the ups and downs of the transition, because it's not easy, especially if you come from a background with a lot of carbs and very unhealthy habits of eating, and the variety, and psychologically you need to convince maybe yourself that there are some things that we have been taught throughout our whole lives that are necessary, like carbs, and when they're not, or that we need vegetables and fiber when we actually don't. But all of that is inside a context. Like maybe people that eat a lot of carbs, they do need fiber because their metabolism of food is completely different than our metabolism, that we don't consume those kind of things. So and there's also the theory of the calories in and calories out. That's another misconception. And well, eventually we'll talk a little bit about all those things, and I'll give references to that. And so that was what I wanted to share today. So what it is, and I think it's for everyone, and it can be adapted, I think, for everyone, like I said, but I don't think it's for everyone unless you are mentally ready or with a good intention of going somewhere. And also a lot of people has the emotional connection with, or the emotional thing about eating meat, the vegans and vegetarian, which I'm not throwing under the bus. It's okay. I was a vegan and a vegetarian when I was a teenager, like I said before, and I have my reasons, and it just didn't work for me. So I'm speaking also based on the experiences that I had on the other side. So, and that's okay. There are things that might work for me that might not work for you or anybody else. I'm not trying to convince anybody, because I cannot even convince members of my own family. So I'm just sharing and telling you that there are options out there. There are things to be learned that we have never been taught, but now we can. And there's good people, good research, good science, and good explanations, and a lot of common sense that will tell you that this is the right thing, if is what you feel that is the right thing for you, after trying maybe many other things. So I hope this helps, and I hope that you all will have a wonderful day. If you have any questions, experiences, comments, ideas, they are all welcome. Okay, thank you so much.